Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. The start of this video with this important information astrology for beginners, English classes, starting from 9th of November 2024. Akash ji will take these classes. Screen pay, there are all details on the screen, and you can join these classes by sending message on this WhatsApp number. So today's video is about Mercury. Mercury is going to be exalted. Everybody is happy, but why happiness is not worth? Because Ketu is there, Sun is there, and how it will impact you. Let's see. Let's welcome Akashji from Calgary, Canada. Namaskar. Good morning, Ram.
Namaskar, Rohitji. Good morning. Ram Ram. Uh, you are right. Ketu is with, what is happening, I'll tell you. So, Mercury is entering into Virgo, exalted Mercury, into September 23rd. Now, the problem is that Ketu is here and Sun is here. So, Sun, the problem, whenever it is close to any planet, it will combust the planet. So, the good effects of Mercury will go. And especially in this house, in the nakshatra of Hasta, there is a solar eclipse also that is approaching. So Mercury actually has a lot to do during this time. Uh, Moving on, I'll start with the tale of Mercury and Ketu in Virgo. In the celestial times of astrology, there was a time when Mercury, the swift and intelligent planet, crossed paths with Ketu, the mysterious and the headless shadow planet, in the land of Virgo, a domain ruled by Mercury itself. Virgo is a sign known for its meticulous nature, logical thinking, and grounded approach. Was naturally a comfortable home for Mercury, but for Ketu, who represents detachment and otherworldly pursuits, Virgo presented a challenge, a place far moved from Ketu's usual domains of chaos, spiritual liberation, and abstraction. So, remember, whenever Ketu, the name Ketu will come, it is always, you will hear this word detachment also with it. One day, Ketu approached Mercury, whose kingdom was in Virgo, thriving. Very, very beautiful. Everyone was very happy. People under Mercury influence were thriving with trade, communication, and sharp minds. And absolutely, anyone who does business in this world is, what we say, somewhere backed up by by Mercury. Here, Ketu, who has recently entered Virgo, observe the order and precision in the realm, quite different from the detachment and the destruction Ketu was accustomed to. So Ketu is accustomed to all these kind of things where there is a lot of chaos, detachment, problems, struggle always happening. But during this time, Ketu said that this is a place of abundance. Lot of good things are happening here. Ketu, humbled by the disciplined world Mercury governed, adorned the Lord of Virgo. That's why, sixth house is called the house of discipline as well. And Ketu, Virgo is the actually sixth house in Kal Purush Kundli. He said, "Oh Mercury, master of intelligence and language, I come here as a wanderer from the spiritual realms. Though I am known to detach beings from material pursuits, I cannot help but admire the precision and clarity with you guide souls in the realm of logic and reasoning. I seek your guidance." Mercury, the curious one, responded, "Ketu, I am aware of your powers to dissolve attachment and illusions, to draw people towards moksha, spiritual liberation. While I organize and calculate, you lead them to transcend worldly concerns. What brings you to my domain where worldly matters thrive?" Ketu smiled softly, acknowledging Mercury's sharp understanding. "True, I usually disrupt what is built in this material world. However, I have come to understand that not all detachment is about destruction. In Virgo, your kingdom of order and intellect, I learned to respect the power of understanding and clarity. For one cannot detach without first knowing what they are detaching from." So, this Ketu and Mercury's conversation is going on. Mercury ever analytical. That's why sixth house is also called the house of analytics. Indeed, knowledge is the key to detachment. And here in Virgo, you will learn the value of details, critical thinking, and order. But I must warn you, too much focus on material logic and analysis can make one rigid, missing the biggest picture that you naturally provide. So basically, Ketu in the house of Mercury, in the house of Virgo, that's why it does not give you any bad effects. Ketu nodded in agreement. "That is why I respect your rule here, Mercury, which I push people towards the mysteries of life and beyond. I will honor the wisdom you provide in this world. Together, we can show them how blend logic with spiritual insight, structure with surrender." So absolutely, the take of this whole story is that when Mercury and Ketu come together, they created a powerful combination, a blend of sharp intelligence and detachment. Mercury's natural ability to analyze and solve problems became deeply influenced by Ketu's mystical, introspective nature. In Virgo, this duo gave the power to give people the power to use their intelligence not for worldly gains but for spiritual understanding as well. That means if you're in a position of power in this place, you will also be a kind-hearted person. People with combination learn to question their very nature of reality, applying their intellectual prowess to deep spiritual truth. Now, whenever this conjunction happens, the impact of the conjunction is influenced by Ketu's spiritual and detached nature. These conjunctions create a person who questions the very fabric of reality, using their sharp mind to explore deeper philosophical or spiritual truths. They may become highly analytical but detached from material concerns, focusing on logic to transcend to the physical world. And there are, everything comes with positive and negative effect. The positive effects is that it will give you great intellectual insight, especially in spiritual matters. It will help you to see beyond the surface, merging intellectual sharpness with detached understanding of life. On the other hand, the challenge is here because you may feel torn between logical mind and your desire to renounce that. Okay, I want to escape these worldly structures. So there may be really communication in trouble in communication, or a tendency to overanalyze, leading to mental detachment or scattered thoughts. So absolutely, depending on where these planetary placements are, you may get into some kind of di- problems like these. Rohit, any questions you have on this?
No, I think the thing from which I am afraid of is Ketu and Mercury combination. But you really very good way you tell that Ketu is a analysis, deep research, and Mercury in itself in Mercury when it comes in Virgo, it's a matured Mercury. So this is
Yeah.
very good combination. The only tension is about I think Sun, how it will behave when
Sun is
together.
also, there is no problem Sun entering into any house. The only problem is that Ketu trying to prove itself, because what is happening right now. So Ketu is in the nakshatra of Mercury, in the nakshatra of Moon, that is Hasta, and in the house of Mercury. So Ketu is right now behaving as Mercury and Moon together. So that means emotionally also Ketu can be very, very challenging during this time, and analytically only. So it is that balance between emotion and reality, or reality and your illusion. This is going to happen, or this can happen, especially those who are going through Mercury Mahadasha, Antardasha, Pratyantar Dasha may feel this kind of energy towards their life. Moving on, Rohitji, let's move to this beautiful classes that I am starting from 9th of November. So everything is below. You go on the WhatsApp link, message, Samantha will tell you. It's 8-week course, and here all the topics are written, what you're gonna learn. It is going to be live, 1-to-1 on Zoom. So all the best. For Aries ascendant people. Now here, this is the sixth house where this combination is happening, and you can see that Sun is very soon approaching Ketu, and as soon as Moon will approach Sun, it was going to be a solar eclipse as well. So that means this house is very, very much, very, very hot right now. Now, the combination of Mercury and this house brings strong analytical abilities while dealing with daily work and health routines. So, absolutely, this is the house of health, daily work routines, anything to do with enemies, service, workplace. Everything is ruled by the sixth house, and here is when things are happening. Now, on the other hand, the combination of Mercury and Ketu himself, or alone, can detach you from pretty, petty conflicts or competition. You will say that I don't want to get into litigation, don't want to get into any kind of rivalry. I'm not interested only in all this kind of things. So somewhere, this is also the way that you will be defeated during this time. So this is a negative aspect. You will be absolutely very, very sharp, but also very, very let go kind of attitude you will have. Now, problem is that whenever Ketu, headless planet, will sit in the sixth house, and Mercury, a very, very intelligent planet, will sit here. That means someone who's thinking every minute and someone who does not even have a brain to think. This is the time that serious nervous related problems, especially fatigue or headaches, or anxiety, sleeplessness. These are the kind of problems that you may face. Also, this is a possibility that you may be going towards healing or alternative health practices. Also, you may choose spiritual ways, like many people of Aries ascendant will do homam during this time to overcome obstacles and maybe get into a proper routine. uh, your work, see, possibility is that you will be approaching your work and your daily routine and everything related to your workplace with a very very precision approach, very precise approach, very very what you say, um, uh, very very confident approach. But the problem is detachment of Ketu in middle of the work. You may feel that, okay, this is not worth it. So such kind of things also can come to your mind. Absolutely very important during this time to do Vandana of Bhagwan Shri Ganesh, because he's called Vigna Harta. Any when then there is illusion, when there is trouble, when there is some kind of blockages, only Hanumanji has the power. Only Ganesh ji has the power to remove those obstacles from your life. Okay, all the best, guys. Have a wonderful transit. May it bring you more analytical power and more, what you say, more luck in terms of your workplace rather than illusion. Only try that not to leave anything in the middle. Try to complete your complete task. Okay. Very soon, Astrology for Beginners, the 8-week course is starting. Weekend 7 a.m. Calgary time. These are the topics here, and the mode is Zoom. Everyone who need more information can contact below. There is a link, and also everything is on the screen. So please make yourself very free to discuss about what are your requirements. Taurus ascendant people, here this combination is happening in the fifth house, that is related to children, creativity, romance. Now this is an absolute important place where the first thing that can be attacked is your romantic adventures. Now the problem is that as you will put a very logical approach towards creativity and what you say, your romantic affair or stuff like that, very very logical approach, but on the same time there can be a lot of illusion also in your mind, and this illusion is only created by Ketu. Ketu is not a bad planet. The nature of Ketu is to put you into illusion. That is how it is. So it's not a bad planet. It is doing what God has told him to do. So absolutely, it is a very pious planet. The only problem is that in this current realm, Ketu says, I want you to detach from everything. That's what is required. And those who already have, such kind of placement in their chart, they will see that they are so, like in their relationships, they are so detached. Every time there is something or the other in their relationship which creates a lot of stress for them. Now in fact, this is the time that this is also a very important house of dharma, also house of children. So in these areas, in dharma area, in children area, especially education of children or your education area, you may feel very confident at the beginning, but middle of it, if you're giving any exams or if you're going through any kind of what you say, you're making any kind of um, you're finishing any course, or you're just about to enter into any kind of a new job or new workplace, this is where there can be a little bit of challenge. You will be confident, but otherwise you will also be very very scared and silly mistakes can happen. Children during this time may bring some spiritual or karmic lessons. You may adopt unconventional approach of parenting. There can be some kind of, because Ketu, Rahu, Saturn are unorthodox planets. They can go anyway to get their work done. Also, another very important thing is that this is the house of this is the ninth from the ninth. If you see ninth house and ninth from the ninth, it is the fifth house. So it is absolute very important house of destiny as well as Mahalakshmi, which is called the house of speculation also. So during this time you will be very powerful. In fact, you will be very very analytical or very very sure about your investments or uh, approach towards some kind of gains through stock markets or crypto and stuff like that. But you have to be very prepared that Ketu here can create some illusion also. So don't only go on what you're hearing, also try to do your own research during this time. It's an absolute important time for everyone. So Mercury here coming to its own sign brings a lot of happiness, but on the other hand, because it is getting conjunct with Ketu, And Ketu is sitting here with powerful degrees, and quite comfortable in this house now after October of 2023. So this is a time that Mercury will also struggle. So absolutely very careful about not hearing and acting rather than researching and acting. It should be that way. Otherwise, all the best, guys. The new English classes starts from 9th of November. Weekends, these are the topics here, and it's 8-week course for astrology for beginners. The mode will be Zoom, and recording will be available for everyone. More information you can do 4034931188, or just go on the description, click on the WhatsApp link, and ask for the course. Okay, all the best for Gemini ascendant people. Now, Ketu influence and Mercury, Mercury getting exalted in the third house, in the fourth house, sorry. And this is the house that is related to your real estate, your mother, emotional security, comfort. Whenever we talk about luxury and comfort, fourth house has to be given importance because this is the absolute house of getting into luxurious things. Now, here, because Ketu is here sitting already, Mercury is coming here, which will also get combusted by the energy of Sun. So, a lot of things are happening. You may really feel very emotionally disconnected from home environment, from your mother, from your close relatives. There can also be, rituals during this time, as it is Pitra Paksh is also going on, right? So you may be very detached from all the rituals that other your family members are doing, and this is not the right way to take this approach, because uh, I know that in some cases you may feel very much restless, dissatisfied, that okay, I don't want to get into this. But according to the customs, according to the lineage that is coming on from a very long time, if such things are happening in your family, you should be taking equal part into it to get equal advantage out of it. But at the same time, when this kind of detachment is happening, on the other hand, inside you, inside your mind, there could be an interest in spirituality, making you very peaceful, detached atmosphere, but otherwise, focus on very much spiritual studies, spiritual books, trying to make that spiritual knowledge your asset for the future. So you may actually get into a lot of more practical things than rituals. That's what can happen. Fourth house is also the house of roots. Your roots, where you came from, how powerful are your roots, and are you an unorthodox person or an orthodox person? Everything looks comes from the fourth house. Also, this is an important time that you may find a lot of what you say, isolation kind of situation at home. So mostly you will be at home, not going out during this time. This next whole 1 month, it can be possible that at least till 5th of October, I can say, it can be possible that you are saying that okay, I don't want to go anywhere, I want to just be home. You will be very comfortable. You will try to make your atmosphere very, very spiritual, more not with the deities and stuff like that, but more on a very, what you say, karmic level, that somewhere you will connect with meditation and stuff like that. On the other hand, those who are planning to do anything to with real estate or buying any vehicle, it's not a bad time for it, but be very careful in buying used vehicles, because when there is no warranty guarantee during this time, Ketu's illusion, the price is cheap and for the house, for the vehicle, but am I making the right choice is what you need to be very focused about during this time. Travel will be pleasant as well. So all the best to Gemini ascendant people. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments and the new course, Learn Astrology, sitting at your home with me. With proper presentations, and these are the topics which you will be able to cover, and the Zoom link will be available. It will be every weekends, 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, that is 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 a.m. So depending on where you are staying, you can just write Calgary time 7 a.m. to your conversion. You will see that what it is. All the best. There's a what again, the link is in the description. Click on it and you will be able to join the course. Moving on to Cancer ascendant people, here third house is where this combination is happening. The house of siblings, communication. In fact, courage is the most important aspect of this house. That is why when you run Hindi scripts, it says that this is the house of Parakram. Parakram means courage, and Parakram means action, someone who can take action. That's why this is called the house of hard work as well. And also skills. Are you, everyone has courage. So someone has courage, he can pull a truck, but someone has courage, he can pull a aeroplane. So that is the skill also comes from this house. Now communication will become very much more precise because the lord of communication is coming to its own sign. So what you can, everything related to intellectual topics, sharp, it will be very sharp, analytical, and often you will be focused on intellectual topics. So that means this is a lot of time of gyan, lot of, you may be speaking, writing a lot also during this time. But during this time, because Ketu is here, and Ketu is like the energy of Mars, almost similar, and Mars energy is connected to siblings, and especially brothers. So during this time, there can be lack of emotional connection with siblings, even friends, leading to a strained relationship, or maybe isolation or distance with them. This is possible that for people you were meeting regularly, who were your neighbors, who were your well wishers, around you, you may have a little bit of distance from them. Absolutely, though, have in those who have interest in writing, research, spiritual communication, it will grow like crazy. Those who have started something on social media, amazing growth you will get. Do not leave this time. This third house is also the house of social media. Very short-term fame is seen from this house. I have done analysis on a lot of things that when we talk about suddenly getting viral, this, that, whatnot, this is what the position has to be seen about. Uh, Also, there is a possible that other than spiritual also, like your native spiritual things, that is, if you're Hindu, you're going into Hinduism. If you are Muslim, you can go into the Quran. If you are into Christianity, you can go into the Bible. So this will not be the limit. In fact, you can be exploring different religions or different, you may be communicating in a very different kind of a philosophical way, because it's not only the exalted Mercury, but it is putting a debilitated aspect on the ninth house where Rahu is sitting, which means unconventional approach towards dharma, towards religion. So very unorthodox approach can also happen. That suddenly you are thinking that, okay, I will get into this kind of a lifestyle now, or maybe follow this kind of religion rituals. It's possible with you. Courage and initiative may be impacted by over analyzing situations. So overthinking is also a part of, also a weakness during this time. But there is a possibility that shorter distance travel, which is also part of this third house, may be very pleasant, may be very resourceful, may be very deep, and you may get something very beautiful out of such kind of things. Absolutely, very good time, but little socially you will be detached. Intellectually, you'll be excellent, because this is the Pakka house of Mercury, and Mercury coming here will do wonders for your communication. But on the other hand, be very careful in terms of isolation. Also, health wise, some kind of health of sibling also can be a little bit of challenge during this time. So, be careful as well as take care of other people. Thank you so much. Do subscribe. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. And those who are watching the video for the first time, or those who want to learn astrology, this is what it is. Astrology for beginners, the 8-week course, which is quite of an advanced course, but I would say beginners only, because after this, you'll be able to see your charts and see everything. And it's all in English. So, it's very easy to understand for all the Westerners who are watching us. So I know my English is not that good. I last I comment made Rohiji on the video, and so many comments came. So yeah, my English is not that good, but I'm trying my best. So all the best. There's a link in the description. Click on it, and you will be able to join this course ASAP. And Leo ascendant people. Now, the Mercury here is the lord of your money. Second house, accumulated wealth. 11th house, extreme large gains. And second house, family. 11th house, your social circle. Second house, your speech. 11th house, your desires. So everything, it is getting exalted. So what beautiful can it happen, that Mercury getting exalted? Wealth, family, speech, values, everything during this time increases. Now, because this is the second house, you may take a very detached approach towards finances, because Ketu here is, when Mercury comes here, Mercury says, I want to give money. Ketu says, why money is required? Spirituality is required. What? Why are we concerned with material wealth? We should be concerned with spiritual wealth. And you may overanalyze financial matters or have unpredictable income patterns. You will sometimes something like in this time, something very big came and something nothing will come. So absolutely, depending on your dasha, antardasha, if that is the layer above it, we can make more predictions about your coming time. But on a general base, Rohitji, here there is going to be a little bit of challenge in monetary stability. On the other hand, absolutely, Mercury is the lord of communication. Your speech will become precise and very critical. You can also get into periods of silence also, that you may take time to think and be silent and not speak too much, but whatever you will do, it is going to be very, very awesome. There may be spiritual as well as its intellectual values regarding money and family matters. But feeling of disconnect from family tradition or resources could arise, because this is also the house of extreme family closeness also. All the Leo ascendant people, this is Pitra Paksha. That means all the time is to even, just pray for your ancestors, do some donation, pray for your ancestors, do some donation. So especially donation related to food should be done. So please, what do I say? During this time, be absolutely giving. That's why also see second house Ketu will be that what money is, nothing is money. Let's take spiritual bliss. That is what will be happening. On the other hand, you may be able to explore spiritual ways of earning money or adopt minimalistic approach towards possession. Say that okay, it's required luxury and necessity will be now decided. And food habits during this time can be erratic, with inclination towards simplicity and detachment from all this big, I want to eat lobster, I want to eat this, nothing. You'll be very simple. Ruji, I'm telling you, whenever Ketu will be in the second house for Leo ascendant people, if by chance it is in the second house, for sure, ever, always, such people are very fond of eating very, very sour things, because Ketu is sour. It is called like achar, like pickle, anything to do with tamarind. All this churan and everything. What happens is, which are very, very salty. Such people like salty things. If they have Ketu in this placement, those who have Ketu can let me know also. All the best, but otherwise, good time for you. Spiritual bliss is going to come. It's going to be very balanced time. So don't take too much load. We are very small on this planet, and we're in a very big universe. Lord is taking care of us. Don't worry about anything. All the best. There's a WhatsApp link in the description also for personal appointments if you want to go for. And we are starting the new astrology for beginners, course, which is called the fall course in North America. It is starting on 9th of November, weekends. It will be the classes in English. These are the, you can see what in depth, what all you are going to learn. It will be on Zoom. I will be live there and teaching you. It's not recorded sessions. Later, recorded sessions will also be available if you want to go through them. So all the best. Have a if you want to enroll, you are very much welcome. The link is still below. Click on it and come on it. All the best. Virgo ascendant people, now this is the ascendant where Mercury is finally coming back to its ascendant, getting exalted, but it is going to be conjunct with Rahu and Sun in this coming time. What is the first house? The first house is yourself, yourself, what you think about yourself, what other people think, or how other people find your attitude, how other people find your appearance, what is your dressing sense, how much intellectually you are talking to other people, how much confusion you show, what is your identity. Everything depends on the first house. It's not only this, there are I think thousands of layers to the first house, because it is fourth from the third, but it is third from the it is third from the 11th, and it is fifth from the 9th, and so many damn things. But the basic nature of this house is yourself, your personality. Absolutely, during this time, your personality will be at peak. You will be in beautiful communication. What you say, mode. That communication wise, your approach will be awesome. But intellectual, or what you say, taking any decision wise, you will not be very sure during this time. You may very much can be also affected by mental stress, because right now what has happened, suddenly you may feel that suddenly you feel that you are very intelligent, because from October of 2023, Ketu is here in headless position, sometimes also made you do some headless decisions in that area. But now what is happening is that here you may feel that, okay, you know what, I don't understand how to go about it or how to make a decision here. So the clarity will only be about decision making. So mental stress will arise, and that can also affect your physical health. Emotional expression is also very very difficult during this time. Whenever Ketu is in the first house, people try to misunderstand you. This is not the time people will try to, you will not be misunderstood, but it is a time when you will not be able to actually take that decision that, okay, finally I am going here. So you example, you have two job offers. Now you will not be able to take a decision that where do I go, here or here. And the pros and cons will look very much similar, and the salary will also look very much similar, but the decision making that, okay, this or this, is going to be very difficult. That's why to tell you, during this kind of in confusing times, always try to take third party, or some mentor, some bosses, or some ex colleagues who are very good to you. Take their advice that how to go about it, because they may have such kind of placement in some other house which will be helping you to make a decision. So absolutely, this is a time of attitude, your physical appearance, and your decision making power. These are what should be in focus during the period of this transit. Do Vandana of Bhagwan Shri Ganesh. You will be doing absolutely wonderful. No one can do anything wrong to you. This whenever this kind of Vigna come, when two extremes, Mercury, an extremely fast planet, Ketu, extremely slow planet. Mercury, extremely intelligent planet, Ketu, no intelligence because no brain. Mercury, not a very good heart, by the way. Ketu, very, very good heart. Mercury does not have a good heart, by the way. Remember, Mercury sitting with Rahu will act like Rahu also. So Mercury is a planet of dual nature. That's why it's called eunuch planet. It is neither male, neither female, neither good, neither bad. It can only behave like someone it is sitting with. So it is just like Rahu and Ketu only. If you're sitting with Sun in Buddha-Aditya Yoga, then it will act like a prince. But if it is very much compass, then it will act stupid. So somewhere it will sitting with Jupiter, it will act very intellectual. It is sitting with Venus, it will act very luxurious, like beauty with brains, that kind of combinations. So depending on where Mercury is sitting, it takes that guna, because it is a prince, right? So you keep a small person with any group of people, like it is called, their company will make him like themselves. So that's why the company matters for Mercury. All the best. Do lot of Vandana of Bhagwan Shri Ganesh, and you will do absolutely wonderful. All the best. There is a course starting from 9th of November. So it is Astrology for Beginners 8-week course. It is going to be in English. All the details of what you're going to learn is there on the screen. So book your limited spots very, very soon. And I will see you on the other side. It's going to be live classes. It's not recorded. I will be talking to you. We'll be doing the recording so that future you can take a reference, but it will be one-on-one, you and me together. All the best. For Libra ascendant people, Mercury gets exalted in the 12th house. Absolutely a very, very important house that is related to spirituality, some kind of expenses, and can be losses also. Unnecessary expenses also can come. Foreign lands, and especially a very isolated behavior. Now, Mercury here is the 9th house lord, gone into the 12th house and got exalted. So foreign travel is happening for Libra ascendant people. They are coming to foreign country. They are going to foreign country. There is going to be expenses for travel. That is number one. Secondly, the expenses can be also happening in the area related to spirituality. You may be going towards meditation, introspection, some retreat, some kind of place where you will find absolute peace, shanti. Such kind of things is where I see things are happening to you. In fact, this is also the time that there will be a lot of confusion regarding your own not decisions, your own thoughts. That, okay, are you getting the right thoughts, or are you getting the um, wrong thoughts? Like, for example, the confusion or detachment regarding financial losses, making them less concerned about material gains. So financial losses will happen, so you will be also not wanting very much high material gains. You'll be saying, it's okay, the money spent, no worries, I don't want anything. So such kind of things can certainly surface up. This is also the house of very hidden enemies, may also surface, but you will be absolutely very powerful intellect, as well as Mercury aspecting the 6th house. That is where Rahu is, will give you lot of Rahu. Getting this aspect will get lot of power from Mercury to fight such kind of enemies also. 12th house is the house of sleep and bed pleasures. These might be affected. Your mind will be very much overactive due to Mercury's influence. From a long time, from October of 2023, you were not thinking. Now, this is the time you will start thinking too much about the areas related to your 12th house. And this is why your subconscious mind can put a lot of dreams, a lot of hard. Mercury getting exalted is a very good thing, but getting exalted with Ketu is little bit of challenge. It is just like, you know, how do I say, you have the money in your hand, but you don't want it. Now, what to do with this, you will not understand that what to do with this. You have some power in your hand, you don't want it. Now, what to do with this power, you will be very struggle. You will be struggling here. Dreams, getting very intuitive dreams, actually real life dreams can be happening. Visions, spiritual, very spiritual in nature. Even many people who are doing some kind of practice, spiritual practice or religious practice from a long term may also get siddhi, because I told you, right, this is the time when the eclipse is also happening. So a lot of people have started their siddhi on a lunar eclipse on 17th and will continue till 2nd of October, like daily they'll be doing their sadhana to get some siddhis also. This is also is possible. Now, absolutely, if you take one word for this kind of placement, it is it encourages detachment from worldly pleasures and deep intellectual exploration of the subconscious mind. So from one way, you're supposed to get detached. From other way, you're supposed to explore. So beautiful kind of placement, but let's see how this thing brings out to for all of you. It's not a time of stress, it's just a time of surrender. Okay, I surrender, let's see what happens. That's what it is. But those who are going through Mercury Mahadasha, may foreign country is coming to you. You are going to foreign country, some blessing is coming from there. And those who are watching the video for the first time, do subscribe. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. So you can go there, click, and then we will be able to talk about your chart in detail as well. Beautiful news, because 9th of November is when the Astrology for Beginners course will start. So you can book your spots. All the details are on the screen and the WhatsApp link is in the description. You can click and understand that if you want to get into astrology, learn astrology, or even for yourself or to understand what planets are. Very, very extremely affordable kind of course. So let's go for it. All the best. Scorpio ascendant people. So Mercury exalted in the 11th house of gains. An absolute position where Mercury can also, give abundant gains. And from period of 30th of October, you may be feeling that some kind of gains or some kind of goals that we were trying to achieve is not happening, man. It is not working out. Somehow some kind of problems or blockages come. This is the time that blockages will be removed. So a lot of ups and downs that were happening in your life will now become ups only, not downs. So good things for you. Because Ketu is sitting here and this is the house of very much social life and your environment, your colleagues and your parties and your fundraisers and your community centers. This is a time that you are going to take a very detached, very aloof, very isolated approach. Gains during this time will generate from all the spiritual and the intellectual efforts that you may put. More than material success during this time, you can expect mental satisfaction as well as satisfaction to your soul. You may be very disinterested in your traditional goals, with a tendency to pursue unconventional spiritual aspiration, that okay, I don't believe in all this puja and all, I want to do my stuff. So these kind of attitude also can happen, because understand the 8th house lord is in the 11th house exalted. So that occult, that knowledge or that fanaticism in your mind, that okay, this is what I believe is right, may enhance during this time. Lot of social networks can happen also during spiritual retreats, because once you come, so there is one very beautiful thing which I met Rohitji, one of a very influential guy in London one time. He's kind of a billionaire real estate tycoon in London, and he does seva in temple. Like what seva? He'll take the shoes for you in his hand and put it. That is what the seva he does. He told me that 50 to 60% of my business partner who I'm working with right now are from the temple. I said, why? He said, because anyone who's coming to this place regularly has fear of God, is ethical and will believe in God, and will also believe to my values and my principles that I have in my life. So I want someone who's coming from such kind of place, so that my energy and his energy or her energy can align. That's why I choose to socialize in the bhandara. That means whenever there is food, so I sit with someone, I talk to them, then understand their nature of work and try to collaborate with them. And that's, see, the spirituality also tried to, what you say, bring people together. That's why this Ganesh Utsav that happens in India, what is this? This is all the people meeting. We keep Ganesh ji at home, everyone comes to visit. Out of 10,000 things, we also discuss about work, that, okay, I'm doing this, you're doing this, let's collaborate in some of the way. So, this is all about networking. What beautiful than getting into spirituality and networking with like-minded people. Absolutely wonderful. So this is the time that some kind of things like this also can pop up. There may also be problem. It is not only good. Sun is a cruel planet. So Sun here coming to this house, approaching an eclipse, also means that there will be a lot of distant, or can be distance from some of your friends, elder siblings, and also there can be some detachment, or finally you may end few friendships as well. That is also possible during this time. But overall, this is a blessing time in terms of gains. The gains will not be more of a material, the gain will be more of an emotional and soul satisfying. That is what I can say. And I've seen many charts where Ketu and Mercury are conjunct. Okay, in any other house, there is a very balanced, that's a very balanced house. So if, for example, if someone has Scorpio ascendant and have this kind of placement in their birth chart, it means they will be very much gaining from the social circle also, and very much distant also from the social circle. So that means they are not even close, not even far. It's exactly balanced. This is what how their approach is. All the best for Scorpio ascendant people. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments, and there is a new classes that is starting, astrology for beginners 8-week course on 9th of November and onwards. So all the best. If you want to join, make the most of it. And beautiful. The last two classes which I took, three classes I guess, 1, 2, 3, I think three, were very beautiful. Everyone is still in touch and they're very, very wonderful people. All the best, guys. For Sagittarius ascendant people, here the 10th house is where this combination is happening. So Mercury coming to the 10th house will open lot of windows for your work area. Career wise, you'll be absolutely very good, sharp, you'll be very intellectual, all the technical work, anything to do in the area related to, what you say, your work environment will be very, very pleasant. But on the same way, you'll be very detached from your ambitions. You always wanted a promotion, you'll say, now in this month you'll say, if it does not even come, I'm okay. Money is coming, salary is coming. And why will this come? Because when you see the outside world, sometimes I was talking to Sohitji, one of a client from California. He tells me that, my work is this, my work is that, and there is so much politics and this, that, whatnot. I asked him that, what is your monthly salary? He said, I make around 8,000 US dollars a month. I said, I have nearly every week, nearly 30 to 50 charts I get, which does not have job at all. Manula, why are you not satisfied with what you're getting right now? Then this politics, this, that is going to happen. Otherwise, I told him quit and go to, what you say, an ashram. But if you are in work, if you are in that competitive space, there will be politics, there will be problems like this. Embrace what you have got right now. Ambition should be there, but right now, presently, you should embrace what you have, not cry over it. That's why uh, and in the end, he also told me that, your suggestion is only there for 1 or 2 days, it will be in my head. Again, we'll come into this lifestyle. I said yes, because that is where manifestation and repetition and, manifesting things come. You have to manifest this every day, that okay, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to be away from this worldly ambition and very focused on my work, and forget about politics. Let people, no one else has my destiny in their hand, I have my destiny in my hand. This is the time that you may be very much drawn towards career related to spirituality, research, or intellectual pursuits rather than traditional success. So you may take an approach of opening a very, very important book like Bhagavad Gita. So it is there right now in my bedside, otherwise I would have shown you. So it is like opening a book and try to understand your problems, what problem you're facing, and try to get answers from such kind of spiritual, uh, you know take spiritual guidance from such places. Public recognition during this time will be very minimal, and you may shy away from limelight and feel very indifferent to public approval. So it is going to be a, even if your company says, okay, you have done very well, achieved, and we're going to do this and that, you'll say, no, no, don't make a noise about it, just let it be silent. Such kind of things can happen. There's a, those who are trying to change their job, there can be confusion in changes in career direction, with focus on jobs that offer intellectual satisfaction rather than material gain. Absolutely, one more case, Rohit ji. I have a person who gave up his job, good paying job. He said, I come to low paying job, but that is what I love. So such kind of approach also can come to people. So it is not a very bad period. It's a very mixed period. It is called a mixed period where some things you have to surrender, some things you have to gain. You will gain lot of opportunities for name and fame, but you will surrender saying that I don't want all this. I am very happy, very content. That is what it is going to happen or may happen during this time. All the best, Sagittarius Ascendant people. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. You click on it and you can come and we can discuss about your chart in detail. And 9th of November is when our Astrology for Beginners course will start, 7 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. There is limited spots you can book, and then we can talk about your birth chart in detail, as well as you can learn every aspect of your planets and why, how your planets are in, why such exalted Jupiter is also not giving you good result, or why a debilitated Saturn made you into millions. So everything we can learn that why and how things happen, what is the origin and what is the nature. You will, when you learn this, you will be able to you know uh, get out of a lot of illusion and come into reality. For Capricorn ascendant people, Mercury is exalted in Virgo. Here, this is the ninth house of destiny, ninth house of Bhagya, ninth house of Dharma, ninth house of righteousness, and ninth house of philosophy, long distance travel, beliefs, higher education, and whatnot. So many guru, father, teacher, learning different languages, and so many damn things. This, if you go in layers, it is crazy, man. It is crazy. It is seen that how and how soon you will get rid of a disease and you will find inner peace, because it is fourth from the sixth. It is seen, ninth house is also seen as a communication between husband and wife, because it is third from the seventh. It is also seen that when your inheritance money or etc will come, inheritance is seen by eighth house, gains from inheritance is seen from the ninth house. So many layers to every house. That's why whenever someone says that, okay, I have seventh house, this Mercury sitting, what is this, you cannot make any judgment on it, man, because there are so many layers to see that where what the a person might be going through. Now here, because it is a ninth house and house of spirituality, dharma, righteousness, your approach to religious and philosophical beliefs will be, this time you may be going into it very to seek very deeper and spiritual truths. That means very difficult to have a conversation with Capricorn ascendant people, as they may overpower you, or may you guys may be absolutely in that you see this Ketu sitting with a sword, you'll be in that position that, okay, ask me about spirituality, I will tell you the spiritual truth that I know. So that kind of fanatic approach can happen. Higher education, you could focus on subjects during this time like philosophy, in fact mysticism, intellectual pursuits rather than conventional studies. So more on facts than figures is what you will be talking. That, okay, you saw that there is Jwala Devi Mata, where the fire is coming from millions of years, no one knows from where it is coming. That kind of facts you will try to bring towards other people to make them believe in your ideology. Long distance travel can happen, and especially for spiritual reasons, you can be going towards some spiritual pilgrimage, or very much exploration of some kind of certain mandir or temple or masjid or mosque or church, that you may say, this is some mystery about this, let's go and see what it is. You may feel very disconnected during this time from the traditional religious or philosophical beliefs, and rather take that path yourself to see. I'm telling you, this time is that whatever you are saying will be right, is what your approach will be. So you will not listen to other people. You may say that I am disconnected from all this traditional religious thing. I want to go to the reality and understand if it really exists or it is all just man-made. Teachers or mentors may come from spiritual or intellectual backgrounds, guiding you towards self-realization. So that means during this time, a guru is also expected to pop up in your life to give you a lot of guidance. Ninth house, what we say here, Mercury can also give victory in court cases, can make you uh, suddenly very much something works in your favor, and you are just there, you say that okay, I win this case. Such kind of things, such kind of revelation also can come, because the sixth house lord has gone to the ninth house of destiny. So your destiny will work. Suddenly someone will help you out of the universe, some guru's blessing, some god's wish. You'll come out of financial losses also. Enemies also may now fear to come and trouble you. Very good time for growth in workplace is also there. So beautiful time for Capricorn ascendant people. Make the most, the best, and the wonderful time for your life. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. And starting 9th of November, we are starting Astrology for Beginners 8-week course in English. Those who want to sign up immediately, try and get in touch, because last time I announced and within 1.5 weeks everything was gone. I usually take 30 people only one time, so that's how it is. This time my team has told to take 50, because already they have 20 people enrolled. So that's why, I if you want to come, let's immediately talk. Then we will start learning from the basic, from introduction till the depth of nakshatras. All the best. Aquarius ascendant people. Now here, being the eighth house of transformation, where Ketu is already sitting and transforming you, Aquarius people, many comments I saw of Aquarius people who are started to get into leaving lot of habits. Someone was telling that I am leaving the habit of tobacco. So such kind of things are happening in your life, and this is the time that you may be very much drawn toward research based things, that you will try to research. You will do a lot of study in hidden occult subjects. Many of Aquarius ascendant people will also be joining the course that starts 9th of November, to understand astrology in depth, to understand and learn astrology from the basic, to undo what their learnings, which are very very vague, can now come into a reality of learning. This is also the time that you may sudden experience very unpredictable changes in life, especially anything to do with finances. Because see, the aspect is going, that debilitated aspect is going on the second house. So many people who are in family business also may separate during this time. There may be separation and gains in business also. During the time the biggest family of India, Anil Ambani and Mukesh Ambani, separated. They did not have loss of money. They separated with the same amount. So such kind of separation also can happen here between you, your business partners, or someone from your family also. Especially focusing on joint finances and shared resources. Somewhere where you had something together, now you say, okay, split it, and you do yours, I will do mine. This is how things can happen. Now also, there could be an intellectual, very curious you will be about your death, rebirth, and mysteries of life. You will say that why it is like this, how it is like this, and try to get into very much depth. In fact, Ketu will make you emotionally very detached also from the upheavals in your life. It will say that okay man, everything happens, does not matter. Ruji, what do I say? I have someone who is from Aquarius ascendant, very good friend of mine, a boy who has cancer. Okay, he got to know he has pancreas cancer. He said it is in stage, I think 3 or 4. He said I don't have much time and this and that and whatnot. But he said I have completely given up to Hari. Hari Bol, he said. He said, what? Who am I to decide that if my cancer goes well or not, does not go well? I don't even mind if I die today, as long as my hand has this mala. He had a mala then. He had a mala, and he said, when I'm chanting Hari, 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 if I go right now also does not matter. Such kind of surrender he has done towards God. And I told him that with this kind of surrender and Atma Vishwas and this kind of fire that you have, you may reverse this disease. You don't know the power of God. He said, if it is supposed to reverse, it will reverse. If I'm supposed to die tomorrow, I will die. If I'm supposed to live for 10 more years, I will live. But I have only two things to do right now. He said, I go to my work. I work there very nicely, very peacefully. Don't take any stress, because anyway, I'm going to die. Secondly, he said that, and I do the chanting of God, because while I'm dying, I just want to take his name. If it is true, he says, that God exists, then I will go to heaven and meet him. And if it is false, then at least my effort toward righteousness was there, he said. If there is no God, he said, then at least, I am right, that I took a right decision to be pious and, even close my eyes and believe in something which even does not exist. Still, I'm doing good karma. So such beautiful, because he saw death in front of him, everything came to his life that, okay, man, now, man, there is nothing. I have to live every minute. This is what his approach to life is now. Anyways, so such kind of things, which affect you at a very larger scale, will say, now it will say, why don't even matter. Mercury coming in exalted position here is absolutely about, you know feeling very indifferent about material inheritance, joint financial matters, and absolutely Mercury here will turn your life towards occult. Many people, Aquarius ascendant, maybe now starting their journey towards spirituality. Maybe you are watching this week only. You may be watching all these videos about astrology, or what is happening with the world, what is happening with my life over these multiple channels, and absolutely because that energy is shifting towards the eighth house for you. So exploration is going to happen. A lot of exploring of occult is going to happen. Always remember, whenever you are exploring occult, try to be on the pious side. Don't go on the black side. That is, there is always, always there is a shadow of everything in the world. There is good, there is bad also. So, and bad is the, actually bad is the very easy way out. You start doing any dirty business, you will make more money. You start doing hard work, you will not make money, that much money. Money is not made from hard work. No one makes money, is made through some manipulation. No one can make money through hard work. Hard work money is made by all the construction workers and all people like us who go to work every day morning and come back and, you know try to understand what money is coming. So otherwise, those people who are making millions and millions, they are bribing, they are doing all kind of unethical activities to make more money. So remember, there are two ways to make money: either through skill, or either through, what you say, through misery. Skillful people make lot of money with, have lot of comfort, and all the misery people keep complaining that, nothing is happening in my life, I'm not able to go ahead, because there is one problem in their life, and that is education. A lack of education. The more education you do, the more money you will make. Knowledge is power, and power converts to money. And especially in this realm, this kind of Kali Yuga, money is absolutely very important. So I would encourage everyone to do higher education to make more money. And this time, this is the time to do absolute research on what next. How do I move to the next level? Because after this, Mercury will go into Libra, and which is the time to choose your higher education or choose your next learning. So try to research now and get into that zone. Otherwise, a beautiful time for transformation. Mercury coming its own sign will also take an account of this area. If there are big problems that are going for a long term, may reduce, and you may feel very much blessed. Uh, because Mercury is very powerful and aspecting the second house, some bad news from family also can come, which can get inheritance for you. So that is also possible. So hope for the best and pray to the maximum. There is a astrology course from starting from 9th of November for beginners, 8-week course. So the mode is Zoom. It will be Zoom call. I will be live teaching, taking your question and answers also. These are the kind of topics that we will be looking at, trying to understand every aspect of astrology, so that you will be, by the end of the session, you will be able to make a chart and try to read it yourself as well. So all the best, those who enroll, those who cannot. We will be starting another batch as well in March and onwards. So right now, make the most of this. All the best. Pisces ascendant people. This is the seventh house, especially related to partnerships, marriage, business relationships. Also, real estate in a foreign country is also seen from this house, by the way. Now, this is the time that you will be having a lot of tendency to overanalyze relationship, which will lead to detachment problem, confusion, struggle, trouble. So, not to get into a lot of deep research about your marriage and about your well-being together and stuff like that. It is not advised during this time. This can create confusion rather than very much what you say, the tendency to overanalyze kind of situation. Rather than just feel very free during this time, say that I don't even care, If you are with me, I am happy with you, you're happy with me. Don't leave your expectations. Start surrendering your expectations, and you will gain from it. There may also be a possibility that, when we are talking about any partnerships which are going very very smoothly, or which were supposed to very very smoothly, here can face a little bit of detachment. Or maybe, you will be extremely powerful and very much, your analytics and your analytical thinking will be very much clear in your mind. The other person may not be able to understand such kind of things, which will lead you to detach from that person, or question saying that, am I in the right partnership? Do I need to continue this? Mercury exalted here gives wealth, by the way. Fourth house lord, fourth from itself. Also, many people in foreign country who are in real estate market may do very well in wealth accumulation. So some wealth is also coming to you. So that is positive in that area. But relationship wise, because of Ketu, because of Grahan, because of eclipse happening in this house, because of Pitra Paksh, so many things, there may be confusion during this time. And just see, whenever I tell, when Moon and Rahu are together, Sun and Rahu are together, Moon and Ketu, here Pitra Paksh is happening, and see, many, all the kids who will be born during this time will be kind of a little bit with Pitra Dosh. So that means, exactly, it is planned by the planets 9 months ago that these kind of lot will come here with Pitra Dosh. So, this is what is happening. So if your child is getting born during Pitra Paksh during this time right now, immediately get into some kind of donation as soon as the child is born, in the name of your ancestors, in the name of your lineage to continue in a very nice way and very pleasant, pure, spiritual way. Okay, all the best, guys. Have a wonderful transit. Mercury is very positive in this house. There is no problem, but overthinking can lead to struggle. Only simple is this: try to ignore things, and you will be much more peaceful. All the best. There is a WhatsApp link in the description, and those who are watching the video for the first time, do subscribe. And the course is starting 9th of November, Astrology for Beginners, 8-week course. It will be live on Zoom. Recording later will be available as well, those who missed the class. And these are the modules here to understand that what you will be learning. And more details are again in the link below. Click on it and you will be able to join it. All the best, guys. Thank you, Rohit ji, as well.
Thank you very much, Akashji, and thanks to all the family members of AC Astro. So there is an opportunity to learn astrology, and starting batch from 9th of November. Link in the description box. Click connect, and you will soon learning astrology with Akashji. And for the consultations, for appointments, WhatsApp number on the screen as well as link is also there. You will click connect, and you will have a one-on-one video consultation on Zoom with Akashji. Thank you very much to all the family members. Thank you, Akashji, for such detailed analysis and remedies and precautions you give to all the family members. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rohit ji. Thank you.
I will meet you in some another video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata, Om Namah Shivaya, Jai Lakshmi, Jai.